Well, welcome everybody
to
Dungeons and Dragons. Michael, or should I say Martha?
Oh.
Would you like to recap for us what occurred this previous week while traveling down the river?
I don't know what happened. This person just died on the boat. He just vanished to this plant thing. It was actually Riven. Riven killed a guy just because she thinks he poisoned her. And,
She's going dark, y'all.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Now we figured out that where we're going. I think we're shooting for Ithon.
and we did prove he had poison,
Yes.
and it was a sleeping poison.
Yes.
So
And then I think
Riven is still a member of the party.
Apparently.
Yeah, well, it just became really sketchy after a while.
yeah, we decided that we're going to Ithon and maybe overthrow it. That's what I think. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's kind of up in the air, open-ended.
Indeed. So, continuing your travels down the river, and it is clear that the river did split, and you could travel up or down, one leading to the ocean, one heading down towards Ithon. So, continuing your way, it will be several more days' journey to get to Ithon. However, it is now a faster moving river, so these waters, you are beginning to see other vessels that are moving, that are like trade vessels or fishing boats that you're passing. Is there anything that you would like to accomplish while you are traveling?
Do we have enough food for several days?
There is enough food to get to Ithon.
To get to iPhone.
Yeah, maybe we.
Then you'll have to.
How do they cook food on a ship?
You're the
A
chef.
fire? Well, can you have a fire?
There's a kitchen.
Yeah.
There is a kitchen
Yeah.
where they have a stone oven, basically. Stone.
Magic.
Yeah,
Magic
we'll,
ovens.
yeah, we'll send a. As long as nobody knows about it, evidently, we'll send. Can we send like a couple of the people from the ship to the sailors to go get some rabbits and stuff?
Oh yeah, certainly. Yeah, you can keep replenishing
But like some good foods.
better food than stone rations,
Mhm.
which is the majority of what you have.
Mm-hmm.
As Eldrix has explained that he has been dealing in the food trade, so he's been getting food and provisions and things to make bread, etc., and then bringing that with him to places to sell.
Yeah.
Which is how he ended up in the city. Did you turn off? You're not supposed to turn that off. In the Bastion of Alm, sorry. That was what I was trying to do. So he ended up there and had resupplied with the basically traveling rations, which is dried meats, and stone rations, which is like a biscuit that gives you all the nourishment that you need.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like sand. So you are able to trade with other vessels if you would like to get, or you could also fish as well. And some of the sailors have their own things to catch fish while they are moving in the river. So you are able to do that while you are traveling.
So what's kind of the mood on the boat?
The mood is tense.
Is everyone scared of us?
Yes.
Scared of Riven.
Short answer, yes, everyone is scared. But you and Haven specifically are continuing to get those suspicious glares, and you can tell people are whispering about you when you are in the vicinity.
Okay, so I'll make sure that Haven and Riven are never by themselves, but I want to make sure that they're never out of sight
Okay.
from me, unless they ask.
Benjen acting like a protective father.
Well, I mean, what are we gonna do? Have the Dragonborn do it?
And that's
Like-
his excuse to sleep in the room.
Yeah,
To watch over us.
Yeah, yeah.
Ka is consistently at Martha's side.
Is he just still pushing over sailors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody
Don't
gets
come too
in-
close to her. Pushes him over.
It's and people do give him a wide berth because
Yeah.
he's such a large, scary dragonborn. Who
Is he still wearing the soap?
There is, it's pinned to his cloak as it's.
But still just the soap.
Has it melted?
Have you tried to explain it yet again?
I did. over the next couple of days, I'm trying to explain how to use the have disguise.
He's becoming more and more adept at being able to change subtle things in his appearance.
Eventually, he's like, but now I've gotten used to the soap.
Yeah,
like,
he makes that bigger soap.
yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
So,
Just I like the way it smells.
I mean, after a while, it's not going to smell good anymore, and occasionally, like it does rain because it is a jungle area. So,
It's self-cleaning.
he's a self-cleaning
Yeah.
set of armor now.
Yeah.
See, you don't need magic.
To attach soap to ourselves. So, traveling down the river, I need one person to make 2 D10 rolls.
Not me.
You gotta.
D10. Is it this guy?
Yep.
Uh-oh. Oh. Not me.
What was yours?
3 and a 1.
Okay. So while traveling, the waterways they continually move, and there is only one time where you actually see another vessel full of soldiers that are part of the crown, and they are apparently moving upriver. But because you are flying the banner, you are able to sail around them and not have any trouble. And they are apparently moving in the direction of the Bastion of Om.
Okay.
So it's possible that they will be set upon by a group of Warforged
Yep.
army.
How
that
many
is
miles of land did they control?
hold on.
Ballpark is fine.
Wait. Oh. Roughly 32 miles of land was where they were set up.
The 32 miles of shoreline?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And you don't know if it was just the one unit or if it was several that was scattered throughout. Because
Well, they called back and forth.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they made mention of
Yeah.
others.
Yes. They didn't quantify how many.
Yeah.
But you got the impression when they were constantly getting information and sending it back and forth, and I think they even got some supplies for you while you were traveling during all of that. So so they are headed in that direction. And while you are traveling, that was the only real possible threat that was completely avoided because of the banner that you were flying. So at the end of a 10-day, hold on.
I want to find some time to talk to Riven. So we've known each other for a long time, yeah?
Yep.
And you've killed people before, but now it seems you're so quick to kill people. Are you concerned at all with?
So I noticed that
Like-
about myself, and I have wondered the same thing. I'm definitely interested in learning more about the devils and that my dad worshipped.
To what end?
That's what I don't know.
Well, do you plan to live there forever with the devils?
I guess it depends on what they offer me.
It sounds terrible. I mean, do you really? I can't think of. I can't
It's
think of
probably not a
one.
good idea. So I probably.
I'm
need
just.
to-
I don't. There's no judgment. We sell drugs, so there's no judgment. But in all honesty, I cannot think of one story where I think, oh yes, I can't wait to go to hell and live with the devils. It sounds great.
So, ever since I've been having these visions and some of them are memories and some of them are just visions.
Mm-hmm.
I've been more and more intrigued in learning about, like, who gave my father his powers that he had, and
What
who does he
powers?
serve.
What powers does he have?
I don't know exactly.
Just that he's powerful, yeah.
He is a very good fighter.
Mm-hmm.
He has the story that I heard from Freya, it was he had a sword that he was able to draw out of thin air. He had to basically sacrifice himself. He had to like cut his own hands to gain these powers, but it's as if some kind of creature or a devil kind of took over his body, and he was able to just go to town on his enemies.
Does it sound worth it? Or what do you want?
It sounded worth it at the time.
But that's only useful if people are attacking you. What if you could find a peaceful life?
That would probably be ideal. I think I just have a lot of questions about that. I need to talk to Haven more one-on-one on what has happened, and what was her last memory of our father before he left, and has she had any contact with them? And I don't have those answers yet. So peaceful life probably would be ideal, because that's how I grew up, but everything I've known since then has not been peaceful. So
Wait, how long were you an orphan? Or how long before you were kidnapped? How old were you when you were kidnapped?
like 14, I think.
Yeah, and it was peaceful 14, those 0 to 14 years.
Yeah, growing up. It was
And
all
then how
peaceful.
long were you kidnapped? How many years?
It might have been younger. No, I think it was about 14.
Oh, he's trying
It
to
was
figure out your
about-
age.
Yeah. Are you asking my weight next? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
How many stones?
I
Yeah.
think about 6 years or so.
So we find answers for your father. What's going on and how he got his powers. Where he's at now. Is he safe? Why did he leave? Why didn't he come find you? And we exact vengeance on the people who kidnapped you and your sister. And then that's it, we're done.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Maybe.
You don't have to, yeah. So what?
It depends on the.
I'm not trying to
we
pin you
find.
down, but it would be interesting to know. I'll be honest, I don't know what we're doing. I am more poor now than I was when we started. I have nothing. I don't even have underwear. It's
You
just
should
these
probably do
leather.
something about that.
We're on a boat.
I feel
but the
like
reality-
there are people on this boat, and you could probably take some of their underwear.
I would. I got a thing. It would be weird.
The guy that you killed.
Yeah. So.
We don't share toothbrushes.
Yeah.
We don't
So.
share underwear.
What's that guy's name? Simon? Simon has some.
Oh.
He doesn't need them anymore.
So if we had, I don't know what we're doing anymore.
Yeah, I feel like we should probably regroup and kind of figure out what our plan is. And ours, I mean, specifically me in general, like my plan in life.
Well, that's a pretty heavy conversation that you can have a conversation about and then tell me. I don't think I'm qualified to have that conversation with you, but I don't feel like we know what we're doing. And as we're saying that, I'm imagining like Martha explaining again the soap to. I'm just like, what are we doing? Riven.
Yes, it's very important. I know it's weird. It's to show everybody how important I am. That's why I have it on chest, so that everyone can see.
What do you think Ka wants out of this whole thing?
Look, I made Ka up when I thought I was going to die. His only role is to fight things. That's it.
And to love on Martha.
So, I don't know. I know that Martha would like to... It seems that... do you remember when we saw her? And one of the priestesses or the priests laid his hands on her and she quickly changed from this old lady to this beautiful young woman. You remember that?
I do.
And so I know that she wants to find out what's going on. The problem is she's never told me why or how something like that happened. Honestly, I thought she was just a 70-year-old woman. Do you know anything about it?
I have never had enough interest to ask the question, so no. I don't.
So I wouldn't ante with that. Don't start with that. But ease into that with the purpose. Yes.
But now that you mentioned it, I'm kind of intrigued. So I might need to ask
So,
a question.
And your sister, is she okay?
We haven't really talked a whole lot. I've been giving her time to kind of adjust to not being in prison, and
Should we trust her?
I think so. She is my sister.
I think
but-
so. I may kill you at night. Or, yes, we trust you. You sleep in the same room with her?
Closer to the first one.
I didn't even think about it till the night that you came and slept in my quarters. But
No,
I thought,
not
I thought to myself, I mean, I don't know this woman.
Well, you don't have to sleep in there.
Well, I know it anyway. But the point is that we don't know her. What if she?
Well, I know her.
And let's be well.
I know her.
We
I
also
just don't
thought-
know what has happened in the last few years.
So Martha was saying that you thought that Haven was actually somebody completely different.
I thought Haven was exactly who she looked like. Who was Haven?
What do we trust?
There was an imposter, but this is not an imposter. The imposter is no longer an issue.
What if this is an imposter?
This is not an imposter.
Are you sure?
I would bet my life on it. Hope I don't lose.
Which is yeah. I was gonna ask if you'd bet my life, but I don't want to know the answer.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
easily.
done twice.
Yeah.
Twice. I would do it twice.
I already
I would do it. No, yeah.
I'm a major in the military. I would for sure.
Knowing that I'm going to lose,
Yeah.
I'll still do it.
What? Okay, the last question. What do you think of this? I cannot process this new spiritual side of what I experienced in the astral sea.
Oh, you're still working through that whole thing?
It's just, I mean, yes.
Yeah, I feel like you should talk to somebody about that. I'm probably not the good person for you to talk to about that, but
Probably a good idea.
Martha might be a better person to talk to.
Yeah, she looks
Even,
old, so she's probably smart.
Who's the guy that we keep? Eldrick? Even Eldrick,
I
possibly?
can't. He's so annoying to listen to him. He stutters.
He does. He's really slow. I can't.
it's-
I can't. have
It's
a
already hard enough for me
conversation
to do
with
the accent. Well, anyway, look. I don't like changing overnight. So if I start to do things that are weird, just keep me straight.
Yeah,
Like,
I can do that.
don't kill me.
I will. I promise I won't immediately kill you.
That's as big of a.
I'll take it.
Simon?
That's it.
That's all I
Yeah.
can do.
All right, that's it.
You're saying that suddenly there's a.
No, you will get up from your seat so that my lady can sit down.
And
I go over and start like, oh, hold on, let's not kill
He knocks like
anybody.
three
Like,
people
yeah.
off.
the man is already cowering on the other side of the boat. He has moved away, and Martha is looking around like, I don't need to sit down.
I was just walking by. I need to stretch my legs.
So it's actually going to be a couple of 10 days that you have been traveling going south.
After the
And,
fort? Or
yes.
from Bastion?
From Bastion.
Okay.
From Bastion. And the days are gradually getting cooler, and it is moving more towards the end of the summer season and moving off into where the fall begins. It doesn't make as much of a difference this near the equator of the planet, but it does cool down considerably considering how hot it usually gets. So I
immediately start to get like grumpy about it, like the weather.
Is it
Humidity.
mostly because we're on the water too? Like if we're on the shoreline, temperature would go up. I'm assuming.
Possibly, because there have been good winds going south. There was a couple of rainstorms that hit you while you were going, and the temperature dropped pretty far down from what it normally is. It was something you were not accustomed to.
Woo.
So,
Oh, she just is licking, and they have like super soft stuff. Now she's got like her needle teeth.
Yeah.
It's like getting bit by a possum.
Hey, Lily.
No, she's fine, Benj.
Okay.
It's super cute. It just caught me off
She's
guard.
adorable.
So, yeah, moving down, you finally get to where you're sailing into Ithon, and it is the about midday that you're making it into Ithon. And the city, as you remember, it had like a wooden palisade of like a thicket fence, a wall, wooden wall.
I like
around
how
the
it went
city.
from like super quick palisade to a thicket, which now I'm imagining like a tumbleweed, a bunch of tumbleweeds on top for barbed wire.
Technically, so I was going into more description in case there are some people who don't know what a palisade is.
Yep.
It is wooden beams that are that they're taller than the height of a man. They probably go up to 10 feet or so, sticking out, surrounding the entirety of Ithon. And the reason why it was such a ramshackle defense earlier is because of the constant aggression that would come from the forest and the jungle, where the people of Ithon would have to unite and then fight back lizard folk and orcs that occasionally come to attack the city. Well, upon your return, you see that the structure of the city is now a stone wall that reaches about 20 feet high.
Oh wow!
And it is made of uneven stone, but it is held together with some form of cement, and it has a much more imposing, unnatural look to it, as where before it almost blended in with the surrounding forest. Now it has this very man-made structure that is going and encompassing a very large settlement, whereas Ithon before was several thousand people. It is now even more, you are expecting, based on the size of this. So, Eldric's pulling up to the city of Ithon, moves towards the front of the vessel and says to your troop of individuals to just stand on the deck and just look unimposing, as the entrance procedure to the city, it requires that everybody is up on deck, so that if they make any type of inspection, there's nothing that you're hiding, basically.
When's the last time that he was in Ithon?
It has been several months.
Oh, okay. So, does he have his store still?
You haven't asked him.
He's bankrupt.
I would like to
He's got
ask
no
him
staff.
that. Yeah. Does he?
You ask him, and his shoulders just kind of droop.
Aw. I don't feel that bad.
I no longer have the establishment.
How did you lose it?
You'd rather not talk about it.
It wasn't. How? Okay. Was it because of us?
You don't know. If you are going to keep questioning him,
Yeah, I'm
the
asking.
short answer, no, it wasn't because of you.
Okay.
So you don't have any goods left? Do you have like a secret stash that?
Well, thankfully I have a boat.
Oh, we have a boat.
Yes.
You don't have a stash of things left over from your store.
No.
You don't have a house.
I do have a place of residence within the city walls.
Oh, well, perfect. So we can go there, and do some rest and relaxation.
You are certainly welcome in my home. However, I don't think it will accommodate more than one person, two possibly.
Well, we should have a town there. I want to go make a contact with their. Well, I want to go see if my house is there, or my apartment, or my room
It's definitely gone.
And then I'm
the
gonna contact.
Nails.
Well, yeah. So I'll let Martha roll that. But hopefully we have a place. I mean, we were living here for a while, right?
Yeah, 'cause
No,
we're-
Manor of Chance was in Warminster. I don't know if we had a place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we lived there.
We had bakery. At
In a
least.
bakery
Oh,
somewhere.
So,
It was the bakery.
But and the Allen Arrow was supposed to have taken care of everything,
So-
but a lot has happened.
yeah, we might have to walk around the
So-
city and find like symbols and stuff.
Garn Felmore
Yeah.
is the person that we're supposed to be looking
We
for.
have LeBlanc
And
Nails.
Aramis LeBlanc and Nels
and Cyrus.
are all folks that we could attempt to find. So, where do you think they might be? I think Nels would be a good
I
PLC.
think we might just have to go around and look for our food symbols.
Oh,
Well, let's just go see where our bakery was.
Well, we gotta see if we get in first.
Oh, we're not gonna
Yeah,
get in. Ooh. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Step
But-
one.
But if we don't, Riven, do you remember ways you smuggled stuff in? Maybe those paths are still open.
to Ithon?
Yes.
There was never really much security before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there were
Yeah,
guards
I
and
don't know
massive
that. I don't know
problem.
that that's going to be open now with these
The
20-foot
yeah,
stone walls.
the Palisades just like they went like 30 foot on either side of the main entrance. And just walked
Is this
around.
open?
Yeah,
There's holes in there?
yeah, exactly.
There are a lot more guards who seem to be a lot more vigilant than when you were last year,
Okay.
a few years ago.
I would say worst case scenario.
Level 5 guards.
If we can't get in,
This-
we should backtrack and try to find
How-
Mesa.
Hmm? We don't have any idea where she is.
No, but the
We're just gonna go
the
to
birds
place.
and animals all know where she is.
There is Steph the Python that is flying towards Westminster as we speak.
And Evender's in here, so we can't talk to the animals first.
That's true.
So Martha's gonna get us in with her charisma.
Yeah, Martha jumps in the water and then just breathes underwater and just go walks in.
Oh my word.
If you just stand on the deck, we will be making port in
Okay.
just a minute.
So I want to ask Eldrick, what's the take on tieflings then at the port? Like, should we be towards the back of the group? Should we be up front?
It won't
Hands up.
really make a difference. The people are much more suspicious of tieflings, so it won't really matter where.
So I
you are.
shouldn't have my weapon drawn. Is what you're saying?
I would advise you to keep your weapons away, out of sight, if possible.
Crap.
I'll keep it on me.
I will keep my weapon sheathed, but I will not keep it out of sight.
How do we? So, Eldrick, how do we get the weapons back out? Like once they check us in, will they? Then they check the.
They won't confiscate the weapons.
Oh, so it's not the same as Bastion.
We are entering as citizens of the crown.
All right. So the weapons away or no?
Don't draw your weapons.
Don't draw them, but holster them.
Yes.
Okay. Done.
And he looks around, wipes sweat from his forehead.
We pull out all our weapons.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I have like an extra set of hands.
Don't eat that one.
Don't bite that. Lily, no.
He'll only make that mistake once.
Yeah. Unless it's awesome. It's
Oh yeah.
a really fun experience.
Feels good in my teeth.
I don't care if you chew the metal. Don't. Hey. Lily, no.
So cute.
Okay.
So we can have nice things.
Is Eldrick speaking then? Because does he have some kind of familiarity
Yeah,
with
he probably has more.
He is up at the front of the vessel as it is pulling through these great. Where the waterway meets into the city, it's a not a mesh. It is iron bars that are attached to these massive hinges that kind of swing open to allow entry for vessels into the city. So those open as he goes forward, and they recognize Eldrix, and they open the gates to allow entry.
Recognize any of the guards in the palaces?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Hey,
Don't you that?
I want to ask Haven if she's been here in the last few months.
18.
Oh, I thought no, I've never been here. I spent most of my time in the Bastion, between the Bastion and actually the crown where the king sits.
So we have
Should have gone there.
Yeah.
so we have some friends here. We have probably some enemies here.
I gathered as much from what you were discussing. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but
Yes.
I am curious as to where we are headed.
We are gonna figure that out.
Yeah,
once we get here.
we stopped asking that question a long time ago.
We're just regrouping now.
Very well. So you move in, and there is a. It looks like the riverway has been widened. They have used some man-made means to make it much wider and slower moving here within the city, so that there is a larger space for vessels to move around, which is why there is enough room for the ship that they have to actually make port in here. So they guide it into the dock area, throw out the lines, and pull themselves in and begin anchoring themselves on.
Can you describe what a normal or regular rank and file guardsman looks like?
Certainly. So the guards, what they were before, they were a leather, much like sleeveless
And these are
leather.
all crownsmen, right?
They are, yes. That was what they were before. So they had like cut off sleeve leather armor. It was a lot lighter, and they mostly carried like short swords, things that were really easy to swing and to heft, that weren't bulky and heavy. These guards are all dressed.
Was there a cape or color that they used, or a badge?
They're
So,
Oh, you better talk to
oh no.
Ka. He's gonna kill somebody
There-
or get us all arrested.
there are certain emblems just to denote rank. So if you
But is there like standard issue military armor type thing?
yes,
Okay.
and it appears to be a mixture of like half plate and full plate.
Now.
Yes, and they all have pretty finely made weapons. A mixture of spears,
Spears.
long swords, sword and board, and there's
Like
a
crossbows?
lot of crossbows
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
on the walls. They're mounted there, and the city itself looks a lot better off than the Bastion of Om.
Oh.
But
Really?
you do see some semblance of the deterioration that is happening as a result of the the forced the oh dang it, what's it called? I'm having a brain fart right now. It is when the government states how much needs to be charged
Rationing?
minimum for goods, for services. So basically the state, the crown, has
Yes.
taken control of the cost of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, obviously everywhere is going to be different. Some places are better off than others, so they can afford that.
Is this like
state
communist Russia, where like they had lines for bread out the door?
very
Oh
similar
my god.
to that, yes. So there are places that are selling bread. They'll often run out of things to make it, and they are only allowed to make a certain amount every day because of the food guild has given everybody a license. Okay, you can only make this much a day. So even if you have enough supplies to make more, you aren't permitted to make more, and that's against the law because you could be making more money than another bread maker
Oh my
down the
gosh.
street. So they've taken control of all of this, and this is information that you have gathered on your journey on the boat from Haven, from Ka, and not from Sai because he ran off naked in the jungle.
Who's that?
Exactly.
That name doesn't sound familiar to me.
So, and like sailors and Eldricks, when you can stand talking to him. And so, yes, that is currently the state of affairs. However, it's not.
Is it better or worse than when we left Ithon
It's
3 years ago?
worse.
Or it just is depressed and
It is worse.
Have me sell drugs again.
Morale one.
I bet you could make a lot selling.
Huh.
these people need donuts.
Yeah. Oh, I got some boom shot right here. We can,
And that was how we ended our campaign. Benjen's Benyets.
And more.
And more.
and action.
And Eldritch
Now
Eclairs.
serving Eldritch Eclairs, yeah.
Yes, so as a baker yourself, the very thought that someone would be limiting the amount of supplies and what you would actually be legally allowed to
Oh, yeah.
make.
I'm angry about it. This is freaking.
Mark those whole call to not overreact. We're trying to not get killed.
All right.
So I tell him to be on his best behavior.
Very well, I will remain. I will get rid of.
And the soap just disappears
Yeah.
from sight.
I don't want anybody to recognize me
Perfect.
wearing this symbol.
What is the overall attitude towards Dragonborn?
The guards don't really give him a second glance, really.
But they do the Tieflings?
But the tiefling is definitely
That's weird.
Like there are several.
Not that it's weird, I think it's dangerous.
Like as the boat is like pulling in, you notice this would just be with your passive perception.
It's like being black in like the 1960s.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's similar. There is a group of soldiers who go up, and Eldrix kind of heads them off and is meeting them down the dock, and he's talking to them. And a few of the soldiers, they have crossbows each, and then have a sword and a different scabbard or whatever. But they move up, and they're asking him. You can tell a couple of them are pointing over at Haven and Riven while they're talking.
Are hand crossbows illegal or wrist crossbows?
Wrist crossbows.
But hand crossbows are fine.
Oh, they are illegal? Did I know that?
Yes.
I have mine
yeah,
on?
yeah.
Oh.
Just
you-
3 of them.
Yeah,
And
I was gonna. I
are
fully
those like
intended to
is
go
that a gentlemanly type weapon or it is a weapon? And
A hand crossbow, it seemed more like a child's toy.
okay, yeah,
They still do a lot of damage.
1d6 baby. Yeah, that's pretty good.
But
So I take those off, but I keep them on me though.
sure.
Aren't
Well,
they
they're meant to be
concealed?
hidden.
Yeah.
They're meant to just kind of
Yeah.
lie on your forearm, and if you're wearing long clothes, you can barely even tell that it's there because of the way that it is. It's pulled all the way back, and so when you want to
You won't
release
need
it,
them. You can take them off.
if you want,
Okay,
you
I
can
take
take
them
them
off. Yeah, I'll take them off, but I hang on to them though.
All right.
I don't leave them on.
What do you need to feel comfortable?
To hang on to them.
No, I mean, what about to go through customs? Are you good?
I'm taking everything with me.
No, yes, I know.
Yeah.
Do you need any backup?
No,
Okay.
no. I feel because it's not gonna be out of my sight, right?
I tell her, that's good. And I slap her on the shoulders, like, because I used to have a portable hole, I could have hidden something for you, but I just lost that. I just walk away. And no, I don't walk away. I levitate and float away. Like a nun, like a spooky nun.
We have to like
It's-
paddle yourself.
Yeah.
It's almost like Heelys, like if he
Yeah.
gets going and then levitates.
You gave me Heelys. Yikes. I am at a low. I am going through a midlife crisis. I forgot how old I said I was.
Then the
38.
guards see you.
Yeah.
You can confiscate
Yeah.
your magical
I
item.
want those Heelys. I'm going to see him floating around on my Heelys later on.
Oh yeah, Eldrix definitely has mentioned
Yeah.
any and all magic items that you have. Keep them out of sight. If you cast spells, don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're going to put a collar on you.
Yep.
So you can tell
So
he's talking to them. Oh, go
My
ahead.
magic carpet is with me. as
Right.
Where do you keep it when you're not
Just
using
roll
it?
up.
Though?
Just
It's
a
a
rolled
rolled up.
carpet.
It looks
Like
like
a
a
pack.
Like a bedroll or something?
Yeah.
Almost like a bedroll when it's all rolled up and it's like attached to the backpack.
I mean, I bet it looks exotic, but that would fit with a tiefling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a
What
cool
were
relic.
you wearing? Like black leathers, like thief leathers and stuff?
They're
What armor are you
studded. Studded leather.
Studded leather.
Mm-hmm. Red.
Okay. Just trying to think like sometimes just like it's not good to make it worse. Is all I was thinking.
Sure.
I look.
I mean, I feel like
ridiculous,
I'm cool with it because people already don't like me, so
Yeah. All right. As long as you feel cool, you good? Is Ka gonna get us killed?
I don't call to not do anything rash.
Like, Ka looks like he's dressed in regular clothing, like he doesn't have armor on at all. And
The sword, Karnath's twin, it looks like a normal standard issue military sword. Does it match the ones that they use now, or they use different ones now?
yours looks to be from the Great War, or the previous war.
Everything about me says old.
Yeah.
And the soldiers who have served in the most recent one will recognize it because there were many who served in the previous war who kept their items, and when they were sent off, they went with what they had.
And how long was it between the two wars?
Uh,
How long has it been since the last war?
about
Well, before this one.
right, like 18 years.
Oh, okay. So it's been a long time.
Yeah. And you obviously took care of your weapon.
And nothing else. Like free balling here, my
You look
linen
like-
pants.
You blend in probably the best with the sailors
look like
of
a
the ship
homeless
because you were
man with a
wearing their
sword.
clothes.
Haven't shaved. There's no soap.
You got skinnier. It's been a month travel.
About 20 days.
20 days.
20 days. It's
Yeah.
more than our actual campaign.
Yeah. That actually has doubled the amount of time that we've been together, guys. High five. And think about that. In that amount of time, Rudy went through 4 characters. How many was it? Like, what do you mean I can't change? You've changed so much.
You made 4 amazing.
I promise it'll be my last time.
characters.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, I got new character, guys.
Yeah, you have to be like twice a week to like keep
Yeah.
him engaged. All right.
So the you can see Eldrick's talking and just kind of like keeping an eye on how the conversation's going. They keep pointing back at the two, and you can tell there's some kind of a disagreement that's happening. And Eldrick's
Between
walks,
who? Between
Eldrick's
Guard.
and these guards who have
Oh.
walked up onto the dock, and Eldrick's goes back over to the vessel and moves over towards the front area where there was a compartment, and he slides something over and reaches down, pulls out a bag and slides it back closed. And Riven, you have noticed there is now a compartment
I
that
have noticed that.
he
Did we miss that?
that was here on the top deck the whole time.
An upper decker.
Yeah, so
Call out?
he walks over to the shore and hands the bag. It's obviously a bag of coin that he's giving these guards, and the one person opens it, closes it really quick, and just stuffs it kind of in back behind his cloak, and they all nod to each other, and then they head off in the
Yeah,
other
corrupt here.
direction.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
So.
Yeah. Well,
That was exactly what this is the kind of place we need, not the other place. So
Instant caller does.
yeah, you all notice that you are now free to move about the cabin.
where's Eldrick?
Eldrick is on the dock, and he's ordering his men to just make preparations for the future and giving them.
So I immediately, since he's gone, go to where that little.
All right, go ahead and make an
Compartment
investigation
is.
check with advantage to figure out how it was that he opened the compartment.
How much money did Eldrick? I want to ask Eldrick how much he gave him, like what that cost.
Well, he's gone. He's down by the
Well,
Right,
when
you're
you
gonna
can-
approach him and ask him.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep him busy.
investigations with the.
For the 3 guards, it was 50 gold apiece.
Holy
jeez, that's
crap!
That's not right. What am I doing?
50 gold. That is a lot.
It is the going rate here.
Ooh.
So they didn't invest. They didn't inspect the boat.
Correct.
Jeez.
Nat 20 on my second roll.
Nice.
You immediately go over,
Yeah.
flick the same little block of wood, and the thing, the piece of wood comes slightly ajar, and you slide it open. Inside there is a small coffer, and there is.
What does it look like?
There is another plate that looks like it's made of gold. The box itself looks like wood with leather around it, so it's kind of a fancier looking box.
I take it.
Baby steps. She didn't kill
It
him.
does.
Yeah.
It is the size of my dog Lily, so that is how big it is when you grab it.
I would like to. Is everybody? People are leaving the boat.
Yes. Yeah, the sailors immediately are moving off, but like before they're going away, Eldrix is telling them, "All right, we're going to meet back here on this day. Go ahead and enjoy your leave, etc."
So I want to head back to my room and open
In
it.
Ithon.
Nope.
Oh,
On the boat
on the boat. Got it.
to open it up because I don't know what it is.
He's saying Eldrick's
Excellent.
totally leaving tonight. He's like,
Yeah.
yes, we'll meet later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At sunset. He's
1800.
In 3 days,
Yeah. He's got a troll motor.
we're going to meet back on the boat.
What was the name of his boat again?
Not Eldrix.
What did you name
that's
it?
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
It was.
But
I can't remember.
me neither. It's not a big deal. What's in the box she stole?
Yes.
I'm
We'll call
excited.
it the Harlequin.
Ooh.
That's what we'll call it.
Okay.
Do I pass by Martha or
Benjen? No,
or Benjen on the way back?
I'm
in?
talking to what's his name?
Yeah, he's off on the dock talking to Eldrix.
If I pass by Martha, I just want to tell her like briefly, like, oh, I forgot something in my room. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah, Martha's getting her stuff ready to get off the boat.
Yeah, Haven already has like her bag. Do you need help? Is there something that?
Nope, it'll be real quick. I just forgot something.
All right, very well. She moves over off towards the front of the dock to wait, and you go in there. You open the chest.
Ta-da.
Poison. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
and it's a.
Mustard gas.
I need you to roll D100, so 2 D10s.
Another flying carpet.
Boots up flying.
Meanwhile, I have like no pants. I have like a triple XL shirt. I look like a hobo.
You probably lost some more weight during the.
58.
Oh, for
it is.
sure.
58. Now I need you to roll
Uh-oh.
a D6.
Is it Eldrick's like family heirloom?
5.
A 5. Okay.
Wait, that's not right. What am I doing?
When does she roll like a guilt check? When does?
Oh, she's immune.
That's right. 1, 2, 3.
She has the immune
That's
condition.
right.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't feel that.
Oh, it was a 5?
Mm.
Okay, so, wait. Really? Okay, so, okay.
It's some kind of.
So
monster.
now, you get to roll 5 times a D100.
Oh, jeez.
What?
The D6 was allowing you, that was telling me how many times
She
you
gets
were
a
roll.
portable hole.
To 5 times? Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
All right, I'll keep track. Go. 1. Here, roll both. It'd be faster.
I have more. We can-
So 1 and 3,
So what's the double
Right.
digit?
10.
10 and 3, so 13. Okay.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, gotcha. 67,
Okay, that's a good one.
71,
100. Go for 100.
Yeah.
1,000,067 again. That's strange.
Ooh.
10 and a 0.
That's 100.
Is that 100
No,
or 10?
that's 10.
Okay. No, 10 and a 0?
10 and a 0?
Where's the 0? Is it on the D10?
It's on
No,
the
that's
single
100. Because if she got a 10,
No.
is that 10?
That's
Give
a
me
10.
something.
10? Yeah.
10.
10 and a 0.
Oh,
That's
no,
100.
that's the 10.
Oh.
A 0, 0?
No, 0, 0, that'll be 0. The 10
Oh
is,
my
yeah.
god.
Yeah, that's 100.
Nice.
One more, or is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I would stop while you're ahead. Jeez.
So, what were
I don't
the
know
numbers?
what's ahead.
What was the numbers?
13, 67, 71, 67, 100.
That's 5. 6. Oh, you do 5. Yeah, 5. That's it.
Oh.
Jeez.
The ship blows up.
All of a sudden, like the ship just like levitates, we take off.
Back to the astral sea.
Astral
Yeah.
Sea by herself. Oh.
Yeah.
I'll be
She comes
fine.
back 30 years later.
This makes me.
With another tiefling.
He's
like,
laying on a shoe again, like as a pillow. That's what he was doing with
She
my shoe.
likes the putting her head on that. And I get it, you know?
It's just funny. I've never seen a dog like. Where's the pillow?
My cat does that.
Really? Does your rabbit?
No, my rabbit just chases my dog around.
Does he sleep on? Does the rabbit sleep on its side? Really?
Yeah. Well, he'll lay like flat out with his legs kind of,
Oh,
Like
on
this.
the hip. Yeah.
and then eventually he'll just like
And-
flop over.
First one was...
What's Ben up to?
I don't know, but that 100 is because you always want to go high.
Or, I don't know, this could be
Or it could be
one
bad.
time it has to be low.
Yeah.
Told y'all, I had a bad feeling about this.
Yep.
Why we back? We travel
There are
back
probably
in time.
some kind of
to where we left.
monsters that
Yes.
I'm like releasing or something.
Oh my goodness.
A 100.
All of these characters pop up.
Yeah. Out of the box.
What's the a mimic? A treasure chest
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
What's
That's
the-
what I thought this little thing was gonna be, like a
A
little baby mimic.
All right,
You got
so
that,
13
baby.
plus 67 plus 71 plus 67. Oops.
You find this inside there. And
Inside the thing?
the coffer, yes.
Hardcore drugs.
Okay.
And
Google. What's
the
that?
thing.
It's probably not.
I don't. It's probably. Is there a newer thing, Majig?
No.
That's what I was looking for. Yep.
Oh, so Benjen, are you ready? Ready to go?
So,
Yeah.
yeah, Benjen, Martha.
So I want to
Paul.
ask what it would take Eldrick to get back on his feet. How much money?
Spit it out.
Really? I'll
That's how much you owe us.
Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow. He'll walk away with like ripped pants.
You should buy clothes first.
Yes. I'm gonna go buy some clothes.
It depends on what kind of adventure I would want to do. I've been quite successful at providing provisions for different cities.
But is it safe? Is it what you like doing?
It's good money, and it is nice to know that people are getting the food out of it.
And so how much would you need to be doing this right? To be helping people the way you are? Because I assume you help. Do you supply for the army?
No.
Just the common folk?
Yeah, yes.
How much would it cost for you to get going and to do it, to keep doing what you're doing, but even better?
I am doing what I'm doing.
Eldrix.
If you mean to have a permanent establishment here in Ithon,
How much is it going to cost to get you? You're here, and this is the next level. How much is this cost?
I don't have any desire to
We did that.
become in a higher level.
Do you want more money?
There's a lot more scrutiny that comes with said money.
Okay, let me shoot very straight with you. I feel guilty. Your life sucks.
He looks around to make sure
I know.
it's a trap.
It's a long story, but I found over the course of the last
20 days.
2 days, maybe 3. I found something of a conscience, and it's become troublesome, but it makes me feel better, and I sleep a lot better at night. So all I'm asking you is, how can I help you? We stole your staff.
if I can have my boat and I can continue my business.
How can I get in touch with you later?
I can provide you with a schedule of the different spots that I will be making.
I can't do this. Why is this so hard? Eldrick, I want to send you money. Where do I send the money?
PayPal.
If
Yeah.
I only take Diners Club. No.
Yeah, Diners Club, credits, Walmart Visa gift cards.
I have an account in the Bank of Denier.
Is it taxed?
It is monitored by the Crown.
Oh.
But the information is linked to the other locations of the money keepers
You should put
throughout the Crown.
I'm gonna ask you one last time.
go to his house and put it
I
on
feel
Yes.
guilty.
just put it under a mattress.
What can I do to make it up to you? You have your boat back.
Oh, well, thank you. Sorry, I'm just envisioning
What he's
this book
thinking.
the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah.
Any amount of money should be good as long as I don't have any trouble with the boat in the future.
I have caused you a lot of trouble. What is it?
Yes, you have.
And I hope to never see you again. Unless you're doing great.
That was the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
To repay you, what do I need to do?
If you
Do I hear this? I
You-
didn't-
No, you're still out.
Am I- okay.
it only cost us about 300 to be able to accommodate all of you on this journey.
Thank you. I will repay you.
I won't hold my breath.
It's probably a good idea. At some point, I'll try to get you back these clothes as well.
One goal.
No.
He said 300. He didn't say 300 what?
Yeah.
Could be
Oh yeah.
copper.
Was it 300 gold?
Yes.
Yeah.
Platinum. Straight
Yeah.
platinum.
Okay. Life debt, 300 gold. I mean, he got us out of there.
Martha would ask, like, so since you provide provisions all the time, do you know any brothers around there?
My family is mostly scattered abroad.
Okay, just Martha was just seeing if he was part of the guild. That was it. Okay, just making sure. I was like, okay, maybe he knows some thieves stuff. No.
And are they single?
Yeah.
That's kind of how that came off. Have you
Do you have any
brothers?
brothers? Are they older than you?
Are they wealthy?
So that's what I'm assuming. That's what Eldrick thinks. So. He's not part of Thieves Guild, y'all.
So, entering the city.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Martha's gonna be looking for any symbols. She's just looking for thief symbols anywhere.
Certainly, you do.
What time of day
spot
is it?
Symbols. It is midday.
I think we should get some food.
I don't have any money.
Is there any symbols there?
I have conveniently stumbled across some money recently.
So
Did you?
I did.
How much?
A little bit.
Okay.
Enough to cover our meal. So
she got the vendor money.
Yeah.
This is actually.
He's got his bag of holding.
yeah, I
and
had
it's
quite a bit of money anyways, but
So,
I don't know if I ever told y'all that or not.
Oh.
no.
Evendur knew.
We thought you lost all of it during
Yeah.
the bag of holding explosion.
No, I was quite stubborn and selfish with the money. I'd never give that to a vendor to hold.
Yep, so Martha will look for symbols close to a place you can eat.
Certainly.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Good
yeah, following it isn't difficult. You do spot the usual symbols, though not in the usual places. The feeling of Ithon has you occasionally get glimpses of
the past as if it were just a few weeks ago that you were here. However, everything has drastically changed. The buildings that have been built since your absence are, while they are newer, they appear to be in a more shoddy state than those buildings that were here when you were here originally. So
They're newer buildings, but they're crappier.
right. So the even though they have been constructed more recently, they haven't been done very well, and there has been no maintenance on them since. However, the other buildings that were created previously are still holding strong, and the citizens who are here appear to have kept up their own buildings and maintaining their own buildings. You walking through the streets do recognize a few people. There are a couple of customers who were of yours who are a lot more emaciated, and they appear to be just much thinner than when you were providing goods at the height of your bakery business. And
No, they really look like meth heads.
now they actually look like him. And just kind of like sunken cheeks and very thin, and even
I
the
still look fat. That's awesome.
even the larger clients that you occasionally see have now gone to look more regular looking than
Yeah.
they were. So you, however, recognizing them, unless you say something, it appears that they don't really.
Yeah,
They're not paying attention really to their
it's been a long
surroundings.
time. Yeah.
Everyone who's walking about isn't really idling in the street or pausing for conversation. Everyone is kind of
Not
moving
even when
with a
Haven and I
purpose.
walk by.
There are only a couple of individuals who spot you kind of at the last second and freeze because they're not sure how they're supposed to react. So it's very uncomfortable just immediately walking in.
Find your previous drug dealers.
Yeah.
Right. So
So you were gonna look for thieves marks.
Yes.
Alan, doesn't Alan Era have a specific emblem?
Yeah,
they do.
they do. They
Does
did.
Martha see any of that?
You do not see. Well, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, I guess we all can, right?
Yes.
I'll just aid Martha.
I think we all. Oh, you're
Okay.
You're you.
Yeah, I'll aid you.
So
I
investigate.
want to keep an eye on.
I did not help you.
The sisters.
I got 10.
15.
If it ain't
15. You do not see any symbols for the owl and arrow around.
any, what, do you want to go get food or do you want to go buy our houses? The
I
bakery.
think it might be good to kind of go to a place where we can get food and sit and hear the latest.
Okay. Your choice.
I would assume it might be better to go to an old place
Yeah.
versus a new place.
Yeah. Yeah. Was there an old
A restaurant like we used to frequent.
Yeah,
There
that was like an
was.
Allen Arrow haunt.
The bakery.
Yes.
The bakery.
And it had
Was the
the
bakery.
We walked by the
triangle with the line and swirl at the end of it, which meant guild territory,
Okay.
and also the safe symbol, which is the triangle with kind of a pitchfork coming out of the bottom of it. So, recognizing those symbols, you move towards an inn that you had frequented before, which is known as the Greedy Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Greedy Pilgrim.
And
Same name.
yes, the sign itself is probably the best thing about it. It's it is a traveler who has his hand out as if he is begging, and then behind him he's holding a bag of apparently some type of coin. So it's kind of a funny sign for what it is. Moving into the inn, which is a single-story wooden building, you recognize the innkeeper,
Ooh.
who is a female dwarf
Okay.
named Thildriga Embardoter.
Phil.
Can it be like
Driga.
Francis?
Ambar. What?
Doter.
Deter.
Phil Draga. That's what I'm going to call her.
Was she a guild member?
She was not, but a lot of the Alan Arrow frequented the location because she was good about keeping everyone's privacy and also knowing who her customers were. So when like Crown's Guard would move into the area, she would kind of tip everyone off, and because she didn't know if people were going to be harassed or not, so she would just she would say, well, "All right, everybody, drink up." And she would say that was kind of the sign for everybody to know that the Crown's Guard was coming.
Does she seem like she's doing well?
She is. She looks about the same state. Her skin is a lot paler than what you remember it before.
Why
She
would
was-
that be the case?
You don't know. You don't know. But you approach, and she normally, when she's out and moving drink and food to tables, the place is not nearly as full as when you were last here. There are only 3 other patrons who are seated at the bar, and they're kind of drinking by themselves. They're not really conversing with one another. And Thildriga sees the door open, and she is down. She's like leaning down behind the counter and says, all right, just a minute, just wait, just find yourselves a seat. I'll bring something out for you, just a second.
So who was Rudy's character when we were here last?
Amir.
Amir.
Was it Amir? Okay.
And he was a visitor. Who would have known?
Okay.
No, we would have known.
So they won't be looking for him to. Oh, where's your buddy?
Mm-mm.
No, he was just hired
They would be looking for him.
by Felmore. Felmore hired him.
So, you going to take a seat? You move
Yeah.
into the tavern.
Those other patrons, do we recognize any of them?
You get the like the feeling that some of them look familiar. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Everybody?
Sure. Yeah.
17.
17 is very good.
14.
All right. You recognize the one of the patrons who's seated on the furthest side of the bar from you as Garn Felmore, who
Oh,
had
that's who we were looking for.
long, greasy black hair,
Yeah.
and while he was very slim before, he appears to have taken on weight. So
It's-
he
it's
has
a-
gotten-
That's
it's
a good sign.
It's a glandular.
yeah, as you get older, like it just
low T.
once you like the thyroid,
Yeah.
it goes bad, and you just start putting on weight. It's all the bread, this carbohydrate. Yeah, so he looks a lot thicker, which was why it was hard to recognize him. Also, where he was clean shaven before, he now has this long, scraggly beard that is also like you can tell he doesn't really wash his face. So there's still like matted places where food and drink have dripped into his beard, and he hasn't bothered to clean it up.
So he doesn't
human?
notice us.
No, he's just seated and just kind of like drinking to himself.
So, I would like to order a drink for everyone, us. I mean, 3 of us, and order him a drink and have it sent to him.
All right, Phil Drago comes over. All right, hey, what it'll be? We've got ale, and we've got mead, and we've got ale. So, and she pauses for a second and looks at Benjen and, is that you, Benjen? It's like you haven't aged a day. Where have you been?
I give her a big hug.
Yeah,
Phil
she-
Drago!
like you're
and I
seated
tell her,
to-
I said, we're trying not to draw too much attention to ourselves. I'll tell you everything in a minute. Can you find a reason to maybe get us an audience with you in private?
Yes, of
Of course, I could kick everyone out right
Don't
now. if
kick
you'd
everyone
like me
out.
to.
No, do you have a back room? Or?
Yeah, there's the kitchen back there. But if you're going to be coming and helping us cook something, I will have something fine tonight. That's for sure.
I'd love to. I absolutely would love to.
Too long since we've had something of taste here.
Go ahead.
I was gonna hand her the bag and say, can you, with the drink, can you hand this over to Gilmore?
The marijuana or the mushrooms?
You just want me to
gosh.
hand the bag?
The bag with the drink.
What is the what if we is he the one who we should be giving him? Was he the head of the Allen Hour? Was he the
No,
guy?
he wasn't the head, but he
wasn't.
was the one that was
Yeah.
like the POC that, like an informant. Like
Okay.
he would tell everybody
All
when
right.
to gather together.
He would know it's us because I'm.
Oh yeah.
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 Not the whole bag. I'm just gonna get it.
He wasn't the one.
gonna
I was
pocket
just gonna buy him a
Yeah.
drink and have him come over and talk to us before.
No, do it.
I'm gonna.
I'm fairly certain it wasn't Garn who contracted Emir. I think that was Balnor. I would have to look it up. But
Okay, well, who is
He's a
Garn
fisherman.
Felmore then?
he was
In his late 30s and he's a fisherman.
Good, killing it with your notes.
yes,
That's all I got.
and now he's in his 40s.
He was our,
Yeah.
our contact human. That's what I put down. Our
Yes.
contact.
Yeah, he's.
Yep.
he's
It's
on
our,
to that.
our POC.
Okay.
So you just want me to bring him a drink and hand him this bag?
Bag. It has one bloom shroud in it.
Which ale would he
Yeah.
prefer?
Oh well, he's just he takes whatever. I could put.
Which one do
water
you
in that relay
do
in.
you recommend?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him some mead, just because we have a little bit more of that at the moment.
What about for us? Would you recommend the mead?
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna bring you something special. I've been brewing it for myself. It's a special family recipe, and I can't wait for you to try it because it's been too long since really, it's just me and my kin who have been drinking it. It's warm and ale.
It's prisoner.
You drink some. I'm blind.
That would be awesome.
It's so good to see
It
you,
is rubbing
motherfucker.
alcohol.
And now your name escapes me, lass. I'm very sorry, but it wasn't really that we had conversations. Really, it's just I would stop by the bakery, and occasionally you'd be there, and I apologise, lass. It's been years.
My name is Riven, and this is my sister. Her name is Haven.
Well, you look like twins.
We've heard that once or twice.
It's just
Yeah. Well, I mean, I am so excited about this drink that you're gonna bring us, and so excited to get a good meal from my good friend Benjen here.
Yeah, would you like me to get started in the back?
if you don't mind, we've got yeah. She kind of like pulls at your hand and gets you out of your seat and moves back there.
Actually, takes. But did you notice that I lost a little bit of weight?
You know, maybe thinning up a little bit.
Clean shaven. Now I'm
We
back
should
to
be
my
like,
fight.
No, I
Like,
didn't really notice.
It's hard to tell. Humans, you're all so stretched out.
yeah, well.
It's just a lot.
So, Draga, this is the part where you lie and you tell me I look as handsome as the day's long.
Now listen, if you had a beard about here, then we'd be having a
Shut up, shit.
conversation.
That's fair.
Then we'd be talking about measuring masts, and
I still think that our children would be very beautiful.
I will.
I wink at her and start rolling up my sleeves.
Her
Wash my
face
hands.
turns a little
Yeah.
rosy pink as she goes over and grabs some meat and puts it on the table. This bag is for you. There's a lassie over there who wanted to buy you a drink as well. Hey, thanks. Thank you very much. He doesn't really like to turn around, and he pulls the bag towards him and looks into it, and looks up, and looks back at
It's
it.
like carry the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He turns back around, and you can
Wait.
see his eyes like kind of go wide for a moment, and he looks around the establishment, and stands up with the bag and starts walking towards the exit.
To leave.
Yes.
I'm in the back kitchen. Mother, fetch her.
Yes.
Somebody follow him.
Yeah, I would immediately would follow him out.
All right. Are you gonna
Sure.
intercept him? So he
Are
doesn't
Yeah.
you sure? Are
Yeah.
you sure that he shouldn't?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what Martha's gonna do.
like Kaz there.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, he can't
Oh.
go anywhere without Ka.
Oh yeah, good call.
Maybe he can. I don't know.
Kaz like
If
looking
Ka
at the
doesn't,
ceiling.
If Claude doesn't
Has
stop
no
him,
idea
then
this is
I
going
will
Yeah.
go in between him and the door.
All right, yeah. So you move. Yeah, you're faster than him. So yeah, you make your way very quickly and deftly over to the door, and
I just say, "What's the rush? I thought I'd buy you a drink. We could catch up."
It's
Oh. She's terrifying, man.
the.
What do you do with your tail?
It's like twitching.
Oh.
It slams the door.
Yeah.
Where are you sitting? I was just getting up to move over to your table.
We're at the bar, where I waved to you from.
Very
But we
well.
can get a table if it's more comfortable for you.
Well, I think that it might be best, considering I don't really know the other two are sitting over there. So.
Sure. Well, this, the other one with me. This is my sister.
I can see you've got two, you know.
Yep. And you know Martha.
Where's the pepper? Oh, never mind. I found it.
So you've all
So
returned.
perhaps we should catch up. Let's have a seat. Let's have a seat and talk.
All right. He follows you over to the table.
Does he have the bag with him?
Yeah, he still got it like in his hand.
And his drink?
And he left the drink at the bar, so he's
I'll go grab his drink.
okay. He's down at the table.
So how much do you owe us?
Well,
I come out like
Welcome
holding
back.
like a corn and like something else, and I see Garn, and I'm like, I immediately just, what happened to my bakery?
hey, it's been so long.
I have seen exactly 0 kiosks with donuts on them.
Well, that's because they're not around anymore.
So you divested, so where's our...
So we were about to get a table and get caught up. Would you like to come sit with us and have a conversation?
I don't think that it's good for me right now. I'm very angry. Riven, I need to cook. And I walk back in.
I would appreciate that. I'm sorry. So
Yeah.
that works out.
So you're back. A little
And you're here.
later than what we were expecting. We were supposed to be back. I don't know. It wasn't supposed to take longer than a month or so.
It's only been a month, a little bit over a month. We went 10 days over.
He's like, how long have I been in this bar?
No, it's been a few years. I can't rightly tell. That was.
There was a
Seems
little
like
bit
it was a world
of
ago.
delay. There were some things that happened that caused some delay, but we're back.
Well, welcome back.
Backstreet's back.
Welcome
Alright.
back. Backstreet's back. All right.
Putting the band back together, man.
I don't know rightly how to ask questions. So what would how can I help you?
What has happened here since we left?
4 levels ago, he seemed so much more competent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Very much so.
This is what happened
Yeah.
since
You
you
said that
left.
out loud.
Yeah.
Well, there was war. Yeah, there were many citizens that were taken away. We haven't seen a few of our people from before from the Outer Narrow. We haven't. They're just missing.
So who is around that we should go visit?
The only person that, Beldrick, who's in charge, as you know, who's orchestrating kind of the whole thing, helped to organize everybody's own businesses.
What was his name again?
Beldrick.
Beldrick Darrowfast. Now he's Baron Beldrick Darrowfast.
Darrow Fast?
Aye. If you ask me, I'd say that bastard has got all the pain in the world coming to him.
So, why? Obviously, he sold out to get some rank.
Oh no, if anything, it seemed that it was convenient that everyone that was closest to him started disappearing. Once the crown started taking people in for questioning, it wasn't long after that he became a baron and got himself a nice little chateau up there on the
So he sold people out and moved himself up positionally.
If you ask me, that's exactly what happened.
So he didn't sell you out?
It's because I'm a little pissed out compared to him. Wasn't really concerned with anyone who was more of a messenger. I was a contact to make sure people were able to organise on time, but never really anything high level.
So where should we suspect our names are? Or are we not even mentioned?
I don't know that he would rightly. I think we all just assumed that you'd gone the way of all the earth. I mean, supposed to be gone for a couple of weeks, no word for a few years. I mean, 1 + 1 = 4, so it wasn't.
Indeed, it does.
3, actually.
It's 11. Jesus.
11.
Didn't take a genius to figure that your whole lot was gone. What after that one elf came back here to collect some coin, he left, and then haven't seen.
Samir.
He didn't say rightly anything. I just know that he came into town and spoke with Balnor.
Balnor, who's that?
Wait.
It was his contact.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy that contracted him.
Yeah. Hey, ask him where he was going with
Yeah.
when he got us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Where could I find Balnor or the elf that came into town?
Can't rightly say about the elves. There's only been a handful of coming out of the city and they all filthy by themselves.
They
so
are,
it's
aren't
hard
they?
to,
Yeah.
hard to tell what they look like, covered in mud. But Balnor, I think he moved up north. The last I was trying to keep.
Up north, like north side of Ithon, or
No. You moved off towards what's that place called? He said he was moving in with some in-laws up there by Carmast. It's off the coast, a little island or something like that.
Look at the map.
okay.
Wasn't really keeping tabs on him. Seemed like he wanted to get out of Dodge once.
Yeah. So conveniently, it seemed like you were trying to get out of Dodge.
I was trying to move over to the table closer to you.
Oh, okay. I see. So what happened with the bakeries?
No, you gotta understand it wasn't. I had nothing to do with that.
I suspect that's probably the case.
Beldrick said, in light of you all being gone, it was best that they just close the doors,
Were they not making money?
sell the supplies. It was a lot of upkeep. We're not necessarily of a background to be able to keep the quality of what Benjen was putting out, but nonetheless, yeah, it was. We sold up shop, and
And what did you do with the sales that you earned?
oh, I didn't get any of that.
So Beldrick got some funds. He sold our bakeries.
Well, he's always been to be able to finance any of the operations. He's kind of had a bit of coin himself. Now he's only multiplied that.
And where's Beldrick live then?
He lives up on High Mount in the city. In the now they call them the Baron's quarters, but it's just a really fancy building. That's all.
So is there any brothers left in town or no?
Everybody else is kind of either absconded or they've been taken for questioning.
And never came back.
Aye. No one ever comes back from questioning.
For question.
No one comes back from question.
Where are they taken when they were questioned?
well, the crown guard comes in the middle of the night and you just kind of disappear. People don't really ask much questions because they don't want people asking questions about them asking questions.
So I see that you kept the bag as you were walking out, or to move closer to the table. I understand.
Yeah, I was just trying to ask what it is that you're trying to give me here.
You're not familiar with our product? What was sold at the bakery?
Mm-hmm.
We sat you down to go talk
Saw that
with
from real quick.
Robin,
No,
right?
you should.
I know.
But yeah, don't.
Robin?
That's
No,
wait to get the
it's
belt.
Ramen.
Oh, Thrawn.
Dwarf.
Right?
Yeah, that's,
Right? That's who we tried to send you to negotiate with?
Yes.
Yeah, silver hand or whatever.
He, yeah, I never heard back from none of you, so
True silver.
we never
True silver.
got anything from them. So this is what he was handing out then.
yes.
Alright. What's it?
We might have given you the wrong bag, though. We probably should just take that back.
I gave him one.
Oh.
There's one.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to do anything with it, so if you want it back, you can have it back.
I'll take it back.
Okay, good call.
I mean, I would have.
Yeah.
I probably would have gone to nails with it, but
So-
Ooh, wait, Nails is still around?
she kind of has been moving around. I think she headed up river with there was a man who's been selling things up river, and I think Nails paid passage to go up someplace.
Was his name Eldrick?
That sounds familiar.
Nails with.
Stock little guy.
Did he
The squirrely.
stutter a lot?
Yeah. Can't quite say. He's not not as well as elaborate as the rest of us.
So Nails was selling things with Eldrick, and they.
No, nothing. Well, 'cause it's, from what I understood, when she last talked to me, she said she was buying passage.
She was buying passage. Okay.
She was working. She was kind of our go-to to organize things with the guards, get them out of the way if we were ever going to do an operation, anything like that. But
So where's Eldrick? We left him with the boat.
At the boat.
It's in the boat, yeah. He's gonna be here for a couple of days at least.
Supposedly.
Yeah, if he doesn't just bounce. Maybe, well,
So,
So my
quickly.
intent is to relay all this to Benjen when he's out of the kitchen.
How do people get collected by the guards? Do just some people just telling you, or
well, there's a few contacts that we used to have who've now been working for the crown. So, I mean, you'll see some of them fences sitting around in the city watching people's. If they think anything's suspicious, then they can get coin for bringing in people who are suspicious.
So we have to have more coin than the coin they're gonna get.
Well, if you, that's one way to do it, but it's a quick gold piece if you can bring in someone.
that might be a way to trap someone. Just be suspicious and they come to us and
Yeah.
we grab him and we go in. So we can find where the other
gotta get arrested
Yes.
to do the arresting.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can get arrested pretty easily.
That might be we might or
We
call
are-
him arrested.
Or cock, yeah.
Cock.
Hawk can
Yeah.
definitely get arrested.
Now, if you'd like, I can try.
And he
and-
might kill somebody
Yeah.
in the process.
I might tell
He'd
Cobb
be
you.
sentenced. Well, he was
watch it.
actually, we found him in prison.
Uh,
He probably wouldn't go without a fight.
Cobb, be super suspicious, please.
Yeah.
Just go out there and be suspicious.
I mean, if you'd like, I can try and set you up with someone if you're trying to get in touch with Beldrick, or if you want to get anywhere near them. It was his former wife that he could probably get to.
I think it would be best if we do it on our own, since you don't seem to have a good relationship with him.
Sorry.
Or neither does his ex-wife.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. If she can get you close, then you can do whatever you need to.
So I'm gonna come out with food.
Hey, but it's been a fine cooking with you again.
The pleasure was all mine. It's nice to be in a kitchen that's so well stocked.
Other way around the kitchen.
So when I come out there and Garn is kind of saying all this stuff, how have you done so well? You've put on some weight. You seem to be finding ways around the rationing.
Well, if there's one thing that's been able to move forward, it's fishing, and that's what I know.
It's very hard to get that fat off the fish. I mean, you gotta eat a lot of fish.
Well, so you don't understand. If you're a fisherman, you're able to bring in a large catch. You can make quite a bit of coin, be able to afford some other more treats.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So okay. Well, I think we might be interested in a couple of things here. Are you still a loyal brother?
I mean, Aldero dissolved years ago.
Oh, I keep forgetting we've been gone for so long.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in putting the band back together?
I don't
Wouldn't
think
be
this is a good
opposed
idea.
to it, but
Why don't you think this is a good idea? With Garn, you mean?
With Garn.
the
He's got a very. Actually, so like, I want to whisper, but like
Just tell
stage whisper.
stage whisper, but it's like loud enough.
This guy.
Yeah, it's loud enough to where he overhears me. Things have gone sour between him and several of the other POCs, and I think we might be better off just kind of sticking to our own plan for right now, until we kind of gauge.
What is our plan?
I feel like we need to figure out what's going on with Beldrick.
Well, let's say worst case scenario, we supplant the man. Somebody else would just replace him.
Yeah, because Beldrick it seems like he turned on the.
He turned on the rest of them.
Yeah, he turned on the
But he's the one that sold all of the bakeries, so he's the one that would have something to give us. Says the guy who just told me not to kill people.
Yeah. Well, that was before without the food.
Yeah.
Before your
So
bakeries
Garn,
went home.
what is it? Yeah, Garn. Do you think that Beldrick sold everyone out?
Aye. If
Do
there's
you
anyone
know-
I can point to, it'd be Beldrick.
Can you prove it?
That's the thing.
Do you have anything that we can use for blackmail?
No, but his ex-wife might.
I was about to say, if there's anyone who knows any dirt on him, it would be Sherry.
Sherry Darrowfoot?
Aye.
Darrowfest?
She still keeps the name, just despite her husband. But he married the old Baron's wife, Lady Owlsbeth.
Had the Baron die? The old Baron?
Yeah. Well,
He was taken for questioning.
there was
Questioning.
he was failing in his health there, which is, I mean, suspect, but no one could ever point fingers to why he was getting sick all of a sudden. There
It
were a
wasn't
lot of
until
people-
after Beldrick. No, never mind.
If we felt inclined to help Ithon in some way, where would we start?
Well, I would say we start at the top. If we were able to take out anyone who's running anything or any of the heads of guilds, then they'd have to have at least a long waiting period before they can get someone else to replace them. And at that point, we'd be able to get our own men in there. A lot of the people who were good at what they did was taken away for questioning. So
They moved by where the questioning part places it, and then we released.
Is he
that.
drinking his drink?
yeah.
Okay.
Sleeping poison got put inside.
I was saying if he's not, I was just gonna take it and start drinking.
Um,
yeah. Oh no.
Can I? What kind of feel do I get on him? Is he being truthful? Is
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
He's totally a person of color.
yeah. This is where I roll.
Thildrig brings out drinks for you guys, and they're in very nondescript looking mugs. But she winks to each of you. She puts them down on the table and walks
Yeah.
it back towards the
Not
kitchen.
suspicious at all.
Yeah.
She's not
very.
Nah.
Are you sitting on the end, or am I sitting on the end? Here.
I'm probably standing. Or do whatever you want.
He
Okay.
just walked up
I
to the
assume you
table.
take the end.
He's got like an apron on still. He's
Yeah.
So as Children walks by, not that it matters, but as she walks by, if she winks at everyone, and she gives me the drink, I want to like smack her on the rear end as she walks off.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's. Ooh, Benjen is getting feisty. And she moves back over to
Yeah.
yeah, so she laughs. She walks away. So, yeah, he's like,
So 10. I rolled a 10.
oh, for insight. It appears like he's telling the truth. He doesn't have any underlying. It doesn't look like he's holding anything back.
So I want to ask him, what's up with people not liking magic?
Oh, well, the League's people came in, and that was when the real problem started with the magics.
What's Beldrick's stance on it?
Well, Beldrick's got that one tattooed freak standing next to him at all times. He's
The
real
guy can
paranoid.
detect magic and puts the collar on.
He's got a cape that's made out of scalps. He's a real piece of work, he is.
Does that mean anything to me having been in prison or tortured?
You didn't recognize anybody who had a cape of scalps.
That's
But
pretty recognizable.
Tattooed freak, you're assuming this is a member of the League.
Yeah.
So, I think we try to get to
To Beldrick.
Or nails? Do we want to? So what we could do is go back to Eldrick and ask him where he dropped off nails, if he recalls, and see if, or perhaps she came back and just no one knows about it. Maybe.
So I can go do that. Do you want to go find the? You want to go find the ex-wife,
Sure, do that.
Sure.
and then
And if we happen to pass by the bakery, I want to go to the bakery.
yeah, my house is sold.
It-
Yeah, who do I go to
Is
get
it-
paid
is it
for my
shoe-
house?
Is a shoe store.
You,
Beldrick.
Beldrick.
What does Garn say?
well, I don't rightly know.
He's actually living in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who you talk to.
You hear Keys G.
The old place, no one's really living in there, so.
What does common law say? Is it still my house and the bakery?
I don't think, well, I don't really know if it was sold. Like I said, everything was taken care of by
Yeah.
Beldrick, so I don't.
Can I ask Fildraga
Oh,
if she
yeah.
knows?
Yeah, you can ask her. Oh, your old place is still closed. If you got your keys, then it should be able to unlock.
Okay.
You just happen to have those in your pocket.
Yeah.
Oh,
All those
It
years.
definitely does
Yeah.
not have its keys.
Like cut away to like a little key floating in the astral sea, like bumping into a rock.
No, bumping into the dead elves.
Yeah.
Oh.
Flipped.
He's still perfectly
Tend over.
preserved.
Yeah.
He will never be
Yeah, I probably had like a hide a key somewhere, like on the back of my bumper or something like that. So we'll do that.
I've got my
Um,
thieves kit.
No, we broke all of it, remember?
Oh crap.
Oh,
Yeah. So
You broke all of it.
So why don't we go meet back at the bakery? And we have, how big was that bakery in the house?
It was probably, I mean, like the size
small.
of this room to that wall.
Yeah.
Like large by the standards of
Yeah.
people who are
I think
living.
So we can hang out there. Do we want to establish a business here? And get some cash flowing for a reason why we're here?
I think we need to make it safer before we say we use it as a base.
Make it safer?
Yeah, for us, because we can't, right now we can't do magic, we can't do anything, we have to,
Yeah, I don't know.
So we
I
just keep
don't,
it closed?
um,
Maybe we should stay here at the Greedy Pilgrim.
Oh, you're gonna get rid of the lead person?
because this is,
We'd
Oh,
love
you're not talking around me.
yeah, this is
Oh.
more of this is outskirt of the rule, or like we're at the edge of it, or is it further south too?
No, boundary still extends to Ithon.
Yeah, so it's right here.
So I wanna
at
ask
least it'll
Garn,
take
like, is
longer
there-
for him to come.
Is there
Who to
anybody
come?
trying to coordinate
the league
a
and stuff to
coup
replace.
Oh, yeah.
or anything
Oh, yeah.
of the
So-
sort?
Because then we can just.
The last time there was
we-
there was talk
Do you
about
think
anybody
this
trying
place is
to rebel.
ready? Can
The city guard came in and they murdered everybody in the town square who was involved with it.
So
If-
clearly somebody told the wrong person
if
and worked it around.
if we were able to organize something like that, would it be successful? Could the populace hold the city?
The populace could, but it would have to be significant shows, something to be able to get everybody to agree to take it seriously.
And who would be the ideal person for that?
Okay.
They're
Who
probably
we
taking-
take out?
Yeah.
If you could take out,
No.
That
I
leaves
mean
the
to
guilds.
replace.
oh, well, I couldn't rightly say anybody who could be replacing anybody, but the
I think
Or
nails.
we can replace him. We can. Not he's still here. We don't know. We take him out, and no one knows he's taken out.
Like Weekend at Bernie's it?
with hat of disguise.
Call hasn't had disguise.
Holy
You can-
fetch, we put Ka in charge! That,
I like
in charge.
I like it.
That is a really good idea. Oh man, this place would run like a freaking well-oiled machine. He'd have Dragonborn imported from here.
We can do
Hey.
that. I think that's
I like this idea a lot.
I'm not
because
against it.
Ika's still like looking up at the ceiling.
He'll grow in.
You don't understand. See, they do not import wood like this where I am from. Up north, you have to find good wood in order to get like this.
He's already eccentric. This is perfect.
He's just always in the throne room. That's it.
Yeah, they just we surround. It's like Trump. We surround him with a lot of good advisors. It'll all be fine. You keep him off Twitter.
Yeah.
Just yeah,
Make sure
actually,
his soap isn't attached to the internet.
no magical Twitter to worry about.
What's Garn's opinion as we kind of talk around all of this over an hour or two?
He's.
I mean, he was a
he's
crook
getting
like
more
us.
excited. At first, he was terrified at seeing all of you,
Yeah.
thinking that he was going to be taken or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why he tried to escape.
Yeah.
So now he's
I didn't get that.
a little bit. He's way more calm, knowing that you have just showed up and you're the questions you're asking. Clearly, you have no idea what's going on in the city. So he's just trying to figure out what his next play would be because.
So what's happening with the other two guys in the bar? Did their ears perk up, or anything? Did they turn and look at us?
Perception check.
Take him out.
Hey, who was Nails?
Nails was our.
Ugh, I think it is 15.
She is
Uh,
our.
so one of
background,
the-
So.
Okay.
One of the guys who is there now has like his head like laying on the bar,
She was a
like
forge
he's
person
fallen
and all that
asleep,
stuff.
and you can tell his drink is like
She wasn't
a third of the way full
She was
still.
a corrupt,
Politician. She did our paperwork, right?
But-
She was the one who got us out of Ithon.
Yes.
Curiously, the other guy at the very end has just kind of been sitting there and he's like pulled out a piece of parchment. He's just been writing things down, but you can tell that he's
Listening.
listening.
And I see that?
Yeah, you can
I was
tell.
with me. Okay.
The guy on the end of the bar.
Sorry about this, Benjen.
Uh,
So I do get up
I will.
since I'm on the end,
Yeah.
and I
Can
don't
you-
say anything to the group at all. I
You
just
outside.
walk over and what's her name? The girl?
Phil Draga.
Yeah, ask
I
her
will-
for another drink.
I'll talk to Phil Draga about maybe working here. We need a place to stay for a couple of nights, and I'll cook.
Benjen, but your place, there's no one living there. You could totally
just-
completely move back in.
Do we notice what Riven's doing?
Not that I wouldn't mind sharing a bed with you if that's what you're trying to
Well.
say, but
Don't you have that other girl at woman?
If she's still alive. It's been 3 years. Yeah, so I'll just some way we need to get some
The
starting
question
coin.
is, do you remember her name?
No.
It's only been a month.
Yeah, seriously.
Literally a few days.
Totally normal time period to wait for a dude before you text back. So I'll just start talking to her about trying to get some coin back together and then all that kind of stuff. I mean, I imagine we're going to be here for several weeks, right?
Certainly.
Putting this together.
If you need a bit of coin, I could spot you some. I don't have much, but
Well, I'd like to work for it if I could. Maybe you put it out that the food's improved. Not that it's not already good, but the service
New
will
chef.
improve.
Did you like walk over, or is she like standing next
Oh no, we're
to
like
you while you're
talking, and I'm like, hey, so I think we're going to be here for a while, and maybe
Got it.
allude to what did she do in her former life?
She was a thief.
Oh, she was. So I tell her a little bit about what's gone on and how crazy it's been, and we just need a place to kind of work from, some working capital, and then somewhere to just begin to start.
Building a base.
Yeah,
So
and we'll be out of her hair quicker than she knows it.
So did we all notice that the guy was listening?
Sorry, you
Only
wanted to kill
Riven
somebody.
did.
No, not necessarily, but I could.
Sorry.
So
My
I,
passive perception is 18.
this would have been you'd have had to actively
Okay.
perceive.
so what I was doing is going to the bar, asking for another drink, but I wanted to stand like right next to him.
Sure. Yeah,
So-
you walk over, and when you stand next to him, he kind of like crowds over his paper, like someone in an exam who doesn't want someone cheating next to him. Kind of like
That
moves
guy.
his elbow over there and is kind of
So like
Making a wall.
as she walks off to get the drink, I'm just standing there next to the guy, and so I try to make conversation with him. Just something along the lines of, yeah, it's a good time to come and get a drink.
The Riven gives her regards.
Very little, very little wait time
What
to get a
name
drink
do the baker?
these
The
days.
baker.
The baker.
if you say so, then it is a good time to get a drink.
I hate him already.
Yeah.
Kill him.
So what are you doing here?
Okay, I'm just drinking. What are you doing here?
I just want to make sure that you spell my name right. It's Riven, and I reach for the paper.
Go, man.
I need you to roll for initiative.
Oh, not good.
Okay, what was your initiative?
3 plus what I had this up here.
I like that this is going on
Dexterity.
while I'm like, hey, you won't even notice.
Yeah, we're
We're
like- we're-
here. We're gonna be here just in and out. Won't even you just not even gonna get in your hair.
Sure. So,
Meanwhile,
like, what's your dexterity modifier on top of the 3?
2, so 5.
5. All right. Yeah. So he, you grab for the paper and he pulls out a knife and he's going to try and attack you with it. Seated there.
You all see it?
That is a 5. That's a miss.
That was a huge miss,
So.
and I grabbed my knife.
All right. It is your turn. He has he's trying to do it subtly. He's not trying to make a scene. He's just trying to very quickly stab in.
I want to try to just not even deflect, but just counter, stab his hand.
Right. Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Natural.
That plus my proficiency.
Plus your dexterity.
15.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and roll for damage. It's 1d4
she's using a dagger.
plus.
Aren't you using the venom dagger?
She
No,
has to-
not the venom.
She has
No,
to
I
use if you use a venom dagger, you gotta use an action to coat it, and then you can stab it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1.
Uno.
Plus your dexterity bonus.
Crap.
4.
And
3.
it's not a magic dagger, I don't think. So 4
No,
damage.
just generic.
Yeah, so the dagger comes out, and you, with your passive perception, do see the flash of a blade very quickly. But you grab his wrist, pull it forward, and
I'm
with
like,
your other hand you
so
slam it down.
I'm thinking
and-
about a menu, so we could do on Wednesdays a pot pie.
Meanwhile.
Yeah. So yeah, you pull pull his arm forward, overextending it, and then with your other hand slam the knife and stab it into the counter, and pin his hand there against the counter. And he kind of like there's a small grunt of pain, just like he's trying to still keep this like subtle.
So I do too at that point. I'm not trying to make a deal. I'm not trying to make a big scene here. Who are you?
This is I am just trying to do my job. That is all I am trying to do.
I'm very good at my job.
I can tell that you are very good at your job.
So don't make me do my job. So be honest with me. Who are you about to report this to?
There is the captain of the guard who I was going to bring some information on, but from what I could overhear, it sounds like you are trying to take down some of the higher people in the city.
Martha's gonna head over there.
Does Martha see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Martha's heading over.
Old lady Martha walks up.
So nothing changes between us, but I do want to just tell Martha this could work to our favor. This is how we get arrested.
You are wanting to be arrested.
Possibly. I mean, you heard our plan.
I can, if you let me go now, then I can go and inform. And
I think we need to get a solid plan in place before we do that. I'm okay with removing the dagger from your hand.
Please do that.
If you don't bleed everywhere.
Well, I will have to get something.
I need you to get something and fix
and
that.
your friend too. What is? Because that guy is like.
Pass out.
The guy who's sitting next to him. I do not know this man. He's like asleep on the bar.
Okay.
Like, he's got like drool coming down his hand, like onto the bar now. Mouth agape.
Well, we should move to a different table. We don't want to wake this guy.
He pulls like some of his cloth and then puts it where his hand is as you pull it up.
So I'm not a big fan of meatloaf, but I've been thinking about this new recipe.
she
So ask Benjen, when what's her name?
Phil
Phil Dragon. When she comes back with the drink, do you mind just bringing it to the table for our new friend?
Oh yeah, of course.
Precipitation of blood away.
cleans the counter. Yeah. So he is holding like a cloth, like compressing it onto his hand as he moves over to the table and sits down. And Ka sits up. You will stand because the lady is sitting at the table and we do not know you.
Calm it down. Calm it down.
You can sit at the table, but be on your best behavior. So yeah, he sits down. He's holding himself. Benjen, you notice that there's blood on his hand, and Phil Draga, as you're like talking to her, she reaches over and puts her hand like on your leg and squeezes it, and then moves away towards the kitchen again to go get a drink for her friend.
So I get up. Are you guys at the bar still?
No. Go back
They
to the
walk
table.
back over to the table.
With that guy?
Yeah, he's sitting down
He's our new
at the
friend.
table.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so I have the drinks and I'm sitting here and I'm like, we've been here an hour.
He is a human, and he looks to be in his later teen years.
That's like a punk.
Yeah, he's a punk. He's got like short shaved head, and
He looks like Benji.
yeah, kind of like me. Oh dang it! This wasn't how I was trying to introduce my character. Oh man!
You got stabbed right away.
Immediately stabbed. Okay.
So I hope you have a plan here.
No,
tell me everything
it's
that's going on.
currently in
Yeah,
development. But we were talking about trying to get arrested,
Yeah, we're
so
trying to get.
he was about to
questioned.
rat us out anyway, so we might as well be on the offensive.
Yeah, you have his paper,
Okay.
and it is like descriptions of what you all look like, and the things that he was able to pick up. Like
So how are we going to
so-
blackmail this man?
Well, he's gonna turn us in.
At a time when we
Yes,
decide.
when we decide.
Yeah.
And how are we going to ensure that?
Oh, let's figure that out.
Yeah. She kind of already stabbed him.
Abs-
So. She kinda already-
Yeah. I hate to say it, but maybe we should kill the man. And I say it so that he hears.
I
Maybe
mean,
this is a situation where we should kill him.
Yeah, so I'm not opposed to that.
I know, that's why I kind of mentioned that.
But we have other connections in this town as well that can continue to look over him even when we're not around.
Well, maybe his family, we could kidnap his wife or a daughter or something.
Oh, that is a good plan. Who?
That might be.
Where,
maybe a
where do
sister.
you live?
Yeah. Where do you live?
Guard, do you know where he lives?
Oh, yeah.
I've only seen him around in a couple of the bars. I didn't know he was turning people's in.
I want to pat him down. What does he have on him?
He has
Oh, I give the drinks.
threadbare clothing that he's wearing.
I feel like I'm like at the beginning part of a video game when you have like cloth armor.
Yeah.
He has a dagger, but that was removed from him. So there's a little like sheath.
Yeah.
That's like really easy to grab out, so you can like.
I
quick
give the
stab
sheath to
to Riven.
Riven, I'm assuming, yeah.
And
Take it.
he does have an earring in his ear.
Oh.
No coin, nothing else.
There is no coin on him.
How are you going to be paying for the alcohol you drank?
It was going to leave, and
You freeloading bastard!
Hmm.
Do you not know Fladraga? She's been here longer than the town itself. You are a lousy piece of crap. Hold on, Fladraga, and I go to Fladraga. I'm like, this man, he needs to go on a little picture on the wall. Can't eat here no more. What does she do when we tell him?
coin into my establishment. Well,
I think the least he could do is give you this earring, and I start to yank it, and then I pull it out. Oh, sorry, you guys are using them.
so you can like
But I
rip it.
Is it? Well, no, I'll pull, and I don't know. I imagine that hurts.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll pull a little
Please pull
bit,
down.
and then I'll take it out. And do you think this will cover for what he ate and drank?
They should do more than enough for what he was going for. So
What kind of shoes does he have?
they're simple leather, like deer hide, basically.
Take them off. Look at the bottoms of them.
Did
I think you'd probably get myself a pretty penny for some of these. This is fine deer hide.
But there's nothing underneath.
No.
Okay.
I want to ask her if he came in with the other guy at the bar, because he says he doesn't know him.
No, he trickled in afterwards.
Do you know this man? Can you trust him?
Who are you talking about? This little boy over here that you got?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know him?
No, I've never seen him before.
Hmm.
What's his name?
We haven't gotten his name yet.
Yeah, we haven't asked first.
Oh,
Stab first.
Yeah.
yeah.
Question later.
I didn't kill him.
Well, I hope.
thought about Benjen in that moment,
Yeah.
by the way. and
I
thought,
hope it. Thank you.
I will just stab his hand.
Yeah.
If you were
For
to kill,
now.
I was trying to just kill sound.
I hope this will compensate you well for what he's drinking.
It's real golden, and he'll be more than enough.
She's a dwarf. She can bite. I don't know how
Yeah.
it works.
Lick it or
yeah.
something. Can they smell it?
She does that, and she shakes her
It's
head.
fake.
This is a bit of magic you got now.
It's been a good day for you then.
Oh,
I don't know rightly where I should take it because the
I might
crown's
be able-
taken, everything's magical.
I might be able to help you with that.
What I want to ask this kid. What is your name, by the way? You stupid thing.
Oh wait, no, that's Garns. My name is. It is. Javier.
No, it's
Copy.
not.
Javi. So what does this earring do?
The earring does nothing. If you are using it, it doesn't do anything.
I slap him.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even.
Just a
I
slap.
don't even break eye contact with him. I'm like expecting that. Just so you know, that's her auntie. It only gets worse.
Well, oh wait, no, that's a dwarf. This is so hard.
Javier, tell me what the earring does. Do you not know that it's
Don't waste my
illegal?
time.
They're
Do you not know that it's illegal to be holding these types of things inside the city walls? You could go to prison for this. You could be taken for question.
That is something that I'm aware of, yes.
And are they aware that you have this item?
I would say that they are aware of this.
And what does this item do? Holy fetch, if it's a bug.
It is.
It's right.
It is totally a
Yeah,
bug.
totally about
As you say that, you hear coming from up the street the like loud clanging of metal and booted feet that moving in this direction.
Is there a back?
Ever-smoke.
Is there a back room?
Ever-smoke,
Like
as
back
I
door?
hear.
Yeah.
Ever-smoke.
Yeah.
There's always a back door.
Yep. Ever-smoke. Gron. Come on.
I'd like to hightail it to the back door. If y'all are
Alright,
cool with
so
that.
you-
Fladraga,
And
it's been good seeing you.
Yep.
We've got to get going. I tell her,
Get yourselves out of here quick.
all right, everybody, drinks up, and we leave.
Yeah.
Right?
So-
I give her.
What do we do with him, this kid?
Take him for this.
Take
I
him.
give
Oh,
her-
you're taking him.
I give her 10 gold pieces.
Do you leave the earring,
Yes.
or do you take it?
How does it work?
You don't
We
know.
don't know.
You haven't spent
I
10
would
minutes
love
or have our
I
study.
would love. We should keep it. Does anybody have a lead box?
Yeah. I can. Oh.
We can use hand signals. We all speak thieves' cant.
Yep. Oh yeah, we used to thieves can't all the time.
Yeah, we'll just use thieves' cant, and we'll keep the earring
Yeah.
for now.
Okay, so moving, Thildraga very quickly takes you towards the back and opens the back door. And, all right, so if you you know your way, and she.
Yep. I think we should go to the bakery.
I think we should go to a. That's fine. There or a tunnel.
It's been closed for so long. I'd love to see it. But I say that in thieves' cant.
They don't know.
Yep.
They
We're
don't,
going to the bakery.
do they
Yeah.
suspect that? I mean, do they know that that's who we are?
No, not. They don't have any paper.
Ooh, did you go?
No,
Oh,
we did. We did
what all
talk
do they
about.
No, did we
talked
grab
about-
the paper?
You did.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have the paper. Okay.
I want to ask this kid Javier. What do they know?
They don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
And he opens his mouth to shout. So
Silent.
Ooh.
Silent.
Yep, silent.
I need to make a save, right?
No, it's just silent on where
He is.
Yep. So they can't yell, and then when I knock them out.
Well, no, I'm going to put my hand, as you do that, I
Yeah,
put my hand
yeah.
over his face and I cast Word of Radiance.
What is that?
Each, the creature that I choose, 5 foot, or 5 feet within me, succeed on a con saving throw, or take 1d6 radiant damage.
11.
12.
Okay.
I cast Word of Radiance in his
Yep.
face, in his mouth.
Yep.
So 1d6
And
damage.
then no one hears it.
6.
Okay.
You don't have any truth serum?
6 damage.
I have a suggestion, but right now he's in Mills trying to scream, but I can't use any verbal right now since silence right on top of us.
Yeah, it's very quiet out in the alleyway. And moving off away.
But if we move-
Oh, and you're going to knock him unconscious too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
If-
so you did
okay.
that. He's still up, but he's like dazed at the spell that you just cast on him. Are you just going to use... Someone can use an action to knock him unconscious. He does
Yeah,
not.
we do.
Caw.
My lady, stand back.
Colin actually, like, as soon as he heard the booted feet coming, he immediately stood up. Like, it was so weird. Like, he immediately went into this weird element that he recognized that there was danger, and immediately started trying to push Martha out towards the back door.
Like head down.
yeah,
As I got the smoke bottle.
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, and he's moving really quiet, and well, now he's especially quiet because of the silence. And sees the man try to scream, and he reaches back and just slams his fist into his face, and the man just
Thunk.
Carry him. Oh, I can't say anything.
Yeah.
he
Yep,
does
yep,
it.
yep.
He's got it. Okay, so
Signal.
That was part of his move. That was his move action.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
need
he would just do that anyways.
everyone to roll stealth
Boy.
with advantage.
Advantage.
I don't know.
Son of a
Hey-oh. 18.
Ooh. 28.
14.
Good night.
14?
Advantage?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be the stealthiest.
I know.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's okay because the average of the group
Such a
roll
cute
is
dog.
higher.
I
So
know.
yeah, you very quietly and quickly make your way away using all of the side streets that you remember that take you through some. There are some avenues where they are unfamiliar, but you can recognize, okay, there's enough of the old skeleton of the city for you to make your way there. You get to the bakery where you have your...
Hide a key.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Yeah. It's like above the door jamb, like 3 years later. There it is.
Still there.
Did we talk with him for at least a minute?
With Javier.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Javier,
Yeah,
definitely.
Javier.
Yeah.
More than.
Okay.
Yep. So now you got his voice. And
we got the earring.
And his
And
earring.
Yep.
You make it there, and yeah, there's like a torch sconce in the front that's always empty and it never has. And you reach in, you grab the key out, and unlock
Nice.
the door, move in.
Did we have a name for the bakery?
Yeah,
I thought we did.
we did.
Did
Benjen's, beignets, and something
We had a
stupid.
bunch
there
of
were
guys.
3 different names
Yeah.
for the 3? Anyway, so
Yep.
yeah, we have it. It's in my email.
Yeah.
So yeah, you make it inside, and waiting inside there for some time, like you're trying to listen if anyone is following you. You looked around in the street around you, and kind of it was kind of disturbing. But the street that you had your bakery / house on, it looks like a mostly rundown neighborhood now. The previous residents, your neighbors, people who you knew, now apparently their houses are deserted and
Yeah.
there's nobody living there.
Okay.
So
Quiet.
you go into your house and keep it for all intents and purposes so that it looks like no one is living there still.
Yeah.
And you make your way inside with the unconscious individual.
Tied
And-
guy. No. Once we get inside.
And you're tying him up?
Once we get inside.
Got it. And that is where we will pick up
Jeez.
next week.
Full circle. When did we